a lot of minds in this industry who've been, I had to put forth a team of 30-40 people who in turn can translate this fun and happiness amongst the different set of employees whom they interact with as a part of human resources team. And I should say that I have worked with at least a dozen of Mount Carmelites over the years who've come from this institution, who've replicated that passion and energy, and that's the background that made me even more excited that here's an opportunity to try and meet those minds who've been responsible in producing these minds before me as a first opportunity. Secondly, I want to set some context right before I go ahead with the session and try and have an interaction with you over the next 90 minutes or possibly an hour and more than that. And I have to set some context because I'm here with some of the best minds in this country to try and produce students out. So I need to better be cautious and set the expectation of to what I'm here for, and don't set unexpected, unrealistic expectations out of me. So I wanted to make some things clear. First things in my agenda is, am I here to preach? Certainly not. That's not my job, and I think you guys are 200%, 300% much more capable of trying to preach and trying to advise and trying to recommend and trying to teach what is good or bad. And I myself am a student, and with that context, I'm here to share, interact, and most importantly, which I consider my own unique style of trying to portray myself is, I'm here just to play. We're here to try and play and try and learn some things, and that's my different way of trying to approach any session of knowledge sharing or trying to bring forth a particular idea to you, especially an idea which is very closer to my life and heart and job, which is out of the box. I earn a living. My monthly paycheck is directly proportional on the amount of out-of-the-box thinking and work that I do for an organization as big and as phenomenal as I did, apart from other organizations and other institutions that I work with. So that's the background I wanted to set very clearly, that ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to play, I'm here to interact with you all, I'm here to give you some very interesting, innovative, fun experiences, jokes, quizzes, assignments, as you could call it. It's not often teachers get assignments themselves, so here's my chance to take badla for all the years of assignments that teachers have been giving to me at my graduation and my masters. And most importantly, try and make you all appreciate the fact that something as complex as out of the box as people could perceive it can be broken down into very, very simple, smaller parts. So that's the mandate. If some percentage of you go out of this hall today with a small 2-3% idea of, okay, this is pretty easy, man, and this fellow actually broke it down pretty easily, and if he can do it, I can do it 200 times better, and I think so my job is done for this Friday morning. So that's the first of the context I wanted to set, and I'm not going to do a lot of theory talking here because I'm going to play a lot of exercises and try and make us understand and appreciate the value of out of the box, and before which it was essential for me to try and instinct one or two small basic thoughts, the cliche old dialogues that I wanted to set, but it's before I put this slide up, I reminded myself 10 times saying, Murali, do you actually want to put this slide? I said, this one slide means a lot to me, and especially I should have a lot of guts to try and put this slide up before a bunch of phenomenal teachers. I don't know how many of you realize this, but I realized it halfway through my journey into life. What I studied to become and what I eventually become, the transition between the first job that I did and this job, which has become a part of my life, and I realizing what my life is 300-500% drastically different. And I don't know how many of you appreciate this fact, but I'm sorry if it hurts any sentiments, but it's not meant to. It's just a casual passing remark that if a man was left in himself, he might become a lot more different things, but education just complicates us. And I'm redefining the whole purpose this whole seminar is being conducted. So that goes beyond the paradigm. But I was born intelligent, education ruined me, maybe. But I'm taking a small instant from this, that why education ruins, why do we think that education ruins somebody? It's just that it takes away the natural instinct of a person to try and be himself. And what if education does to an individual? As we as teachers, I'm including myself along with all of you. Sorry if you consider it bad, but then I also have a small share of teaching to do in about half a dozen colleges around the country. So I thought I will join along with you and try and vouch and present this whole deck to all of us. That what if we allow students to be themselves? This is what I preach. This is what I say to a lot of my fresh software engineers. So we hire about 6,500 odd software engineers fresh out of college every year, not just BE, but then the BCom stream, BA economics stream, BA corporate stream, MBAs, etc. About 6,500 in India alone. And I address all of them. I take a 2-day exclusive workshop for each one of a set of 200, 300 of them whenever they come. And the first thing I try and talk to them is, we have not hired you to try and wear a mask of a software engineer. We've hired you to try and be yourself as Murali, Satish, Shweta, Ramesh, Priya, etc., etc. There are a unique capability that each one of us come with. All right, and there's one slide that I love to talk about where